Well, shit, I guess this is gonna be a two-part stream after all, because randomly out of nowhere, the PlayStation 4's blue screen of death appeared, and the application had an error. It was closing application. Really? Really? Ugh. The fact that the PlayStation 4 has fucking blue screens of death and can just randomly conk you out of whatever game you're playing out of an issue that likely doesn't exist should be an indication of how much of a blithering failure and technological blunder the 8th generation of consoles really is. They did not know what they were doing with these consoles this generation. They really didn't, and you know, the more I say it, the more it becomes fucking true. The PlayStation 5 is what and Project Scorpio or Scarlet or whatever the heck Microsoft is calling it should have been what we should have gotten. What we've gotten were undercooked, you know, paperweights for consoles. Most broken pieces of shit I've ever seen in my life. So yeah, we finished Garm, and we finally got back to Prague, and coming back is when, you know, and when I was leaving the puppet store, which is the front for Chicane's helipad, the game conked out, and so I'm back here. Stupid PlayStation 4. Stupid Sony, stupid. Ugh. The PlayStation 3 had far less issues. Hell, the PlayStation 3 was an actual full console with minimal issues, online support, quirks notwithstanding, and bad third-party support treatment.
Can you make it to the limb clinic where we met before?
Yeah, it's not far. I'll meet you there.
So yeah, gonna go meet with Vega in the limb clinic, and hopefully the game doesn't conk out on me again. Piece of shit. And by the game, I mean the PlayStation 4 in general. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. Please don't crash. And then we saw an abuse of authority. Then again, the man was running, so...
Don't know why he didn't listen. Let's see what we have. Fuck! Then why did he run?
What's the holdup? So
we killed a citizen.
the city's on lockdown. A true citizen would respect that. Get him into the truck.
Don't you dare crash. Don't you dare crash. Don't you dare crash. Run, 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 run. Well, looks like I'll be knocking out some cops tonight.
Fuck, I'm glad you're okay, Adam.
Brought you a present from the Alps. Compliments of Victor Marchenko. Be careful with it.
Is this the orchid?
Yeah. Marchenko tried to kill me with it, just like he did Rucker. Think you can get it analyzed?
Yeah, we got a couple of scientists on the collective's mailing list. Some of them are already culling through the files you and Janus pulled from the bank. I'll let you know what they find. Oh, and we also ran a trace on that email you gave me from Rucker. It originated from an unregistered pocket secretary in Hong Kong.
So we don't know who sent it?
Not yet. It's been shut off ever since. But we left a trace running, so if it lights up again, we'll know.
Good. Something big is coming, Alex. ARC's being framed for a terrorist attack that hasn't occurred yet.
They're gonna take more lives, blow up another train station? Jesus, Adam, look at it out there. Any chance we had of easing fears and fighting people's hatred will be gone. That piece of shit UN legislation will pass, and we'll all be thrown into AUG-only hellholes like Udalek.
While Nathaniel Brown sits back and earns trillions.
Brown? That slick suit from the Santo Corporation?
Page said Brown was calling the shots. And in Switzerland, Marchenko said Brown had confirmed date and time.
But where? Brown's been traveling extensively, promoting Rabia and his Safe Harbor initiative. His next junket's in London. But if he's behind this, he's not gonna attack himself.
Maybe not. Marchenko also mentioned someone who can tell us. But I have to meet with Miller first. How soon can you get the sample analyzed?
As fast as possible. If you're meeting with Miller, be careful. You walked into another ambush in Garm, and Miller's not off my suspect list yet.
So Brown is in on it. You know, this would have been a good time for the Pritchard DLC to become available to play seamlessly, but no, for whatever reason, Montreal did the stupid decision of having it be part of the, quote, Jensen stories. Like, no, that's not, for a game like this, why would you put it as a side little branch thing instead of actually being in the game? I mean, it was stupid how they made, the Tong Si Hong Sun Rescue DLC, but hey, at least it was actually implemented into the actual flow of the game. They didn't do it with the other expansion that came later, but hey, at least they rectified that with the director's cut. Whereas with this, well, fuck, just put them into a side bit. So, would have been nice, honestly. So, now I'm really starting to see cracks in the game. If you get my drift. Okay, don't want to risk the crash, so create files, all new ones. Okay. So we've got some new bits. Final clues. Okay. SOS, Samas.sewers. Please help. So Stamas Dot is calling for an SOS.
Hey, who's there?
Whoops. This is gonna be bullshit, isn't it? Like... Great, we've gone from Garm to a whole city on lockdown.
No reports of suspicious activity.
Can I do it? Nah, I can't do it even with the higher reflexes. I need to EMP him first.
Area clear.
Okay, so where's the hole? Diwali's over there. Whoa, it's back there, huh?
Access granted.
Disable turret. Hello, Davis. Welcome aboard. Not sure if you received this in your welcome package. Did you get your welcome package? But in case not, here's your magic number. Code for the employees only area. I know you're thinking, how exclusive? It's not really. Everyone gets one. Glad you could join in. See you around. Shit, almost forgot the code. Well, I've been here plenty already. Huh, Metro still works apparently. Yeah, it's under martial law. Whole city's been changed. Guess we're walking. Rolling, rolling, rolling. Strolling, strolling, strolling. That's cool. You know, they kind of do that. So it's different. He's just casually strolling. He's not running or anything. He's like, whatever. So he's gone to hell. What is there to say? Oh, the music took a pretty moody turn.
Closing on search.
Look at that. They're everywhere. Definitely isn't anywhere as locked down as Detroit was once upon a time.
Dead. Crazy bitch killed herself, I guess. Or maybe one of these other clanks knocked her up. Who cares? Her father's been harassing everyone for news. We have fucking riots in Golem City, and the suicide hens are caught on our hands. He can wait. Hey, I'm not arguing with you. I'm just passing on some information. You want to pass on something? Pass on that she thought she was becoming a god or some bullshit. Can you imagine? I heard they call it the Ascension.
I should probably knock them out to prevent them from seeing me. Kindly don't get up. Church of Machine God. Looking pretty much the same as the last time.
You know, if you said a shit like this wouldn't happen. Ow! Sorry!
Follow an empire. Already read that.
Yes?
What can I get you? Beer? Something else?
What else have you got?
Same dialogue, probably.
Oh, just an item of interest.
Same.
For someone who lives off of it.
It's
Well,
the same.
sometimes it's hard to...
I got plenty of your opposines, so here it is.
Thank you.
These are tough times.
You understand.
The neuropazine isn't even for...
We know. It's the same
Nice.
info.
Don't mention it.
Let's see those odds and...
First aid, don't need.
I'm good for now.
As you wish.
It's the secret exit. New regulations. Oh, so that's new. Update 7.2. All augmented citizens of Prague will be required to carry a T-73 permit verification card by the end of the month. Please allow for a 2 to 3 week application processing period. In conjunction with an I-15 authentication card and a valid R-Class augment license, the T-73 allows our government officials to better identify and serve the unique needs of our augmented citizens. These updated regulations also allow us to ensure that our augmentation quotas are not being exceeded. Please keep in mind that our institutions are equipped to meet the specialized needs of only so many. Augmented citizens are also reminded to keep all documentation on their person at all times. Law enforcement officials have been made aware of the new regulations and may ask you to provide proof of valid documentation. For more information, please visit the closest government kiosk. Open from 1500 to 1615 on Tuesdays and 12:45 through 14:30 on Mondays. City of Prague, here to serve you better. Yeah, not really. Have you seen what's going on outside? Ugh, music. Crime scene from before.
Find them. We'll just wait it out in here. Then in the morning we'll go home, okay?
I can't believe I lost track of time like that.
It's okay. It's actually kind of romantic in a weird way.
Romantic?
Left on the wrong side of the town, hiding from the police.
What a stupid idea it was to go to that party. I knew it was a bad idea. Nothing good ever happens when we come to this district.
My brother is missing.
I hope he's...
Better in jail than missing. I want my trench coat back. Damn it. I guess that means we're near the end of the game at this point. off the gas. Oh, come on, really? I hate how I have to use the fucking touchpad for everything. I gotta be honest, the touchpad was one of the worst, most pointless additions ever made for the PS4. It should have just stuck to the freaking select button instead of this pointless piece of shit. Paulina, go to the sewers beneath the poor district. Tell Jacinta what I've said, and she'll show you how and where you can get it. Don't talk to anyone else about this. After dark, 8 p.m. sharp. Do not go earlier or later than that. This is very important. The gate will open with 6122. I'll meet you there.
I like it down here. If you don't, then you can just fuck off.
Well, you have a sunny disposition. Biznik.
It started as a reaction to the way things were.
Well, he's alive, I see. Okay, so we're here.
I recognize you.
Augmented. Over here.
Huh, it's Epstein. There's Irina.
Arenka Bauer. Thought we activated your permit.
You did. Whatever you did, it was enough to fool them. You kept us out of Golem. We will never forget that.
But now you're hiding again.
Martial law has changed everything. They say it is to keep us off the streets, but it is worse than that. They go into our homes, accuse us of being people we are not. Permits do not matter anymore.
How did you know to come here?
Helena heard a message on the radio. It was warning people, saying the city is not safe anymore. She saw the police go into someone's home. The man. He was showing them his permit, but the officer... he did not even look at it. He just... Helena could see that the warnings were true. That people like Arenka must run away. So we start to go underground. We start to find others.
When society wants to make things hard for someone, it eventually finds a way. I'm sorry it came to this, Arenka.
Don't be. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have made it this far. We wouldn't have met all these people. Everyone is working together. Together we will find a way out of here.
I hope so.
Nice. Freaking.
Well, they did want to travel.
To travel, yes. Not to be a fugitive.
The state police won't come after us. They want us out. We're just taking the initiative.
Do you think it will be better anywhere else?
I don't know. But it can't be worse than this or Golem.
Ugh. Got her permits, but they were like, fuck it, just abuse the power anyway.
Recognize you.
Yeah, she has a double personality.
Declaration of augmentation. Tigard, the registry. History of permit application. This one. Notice that habitation is welfare. Tall, dark, and augmented.
Reactions mixed as rich flock to London. For the next few days, London will be the place to be seen as rich and famous from all over the globe arrive for the Safe Harbor Convention. Nathaniel Brown, CEO of the Santal Group, plans to unveil Rabia, his much talked about city of the future for Augs. Rabia seems especially topical tonight, as stories of rioting inside Santal's first Aug-only complex fill headlines. Many believe Prague should have shut down Talos Rucker's augmented rights movement eons ago. Others are calling for compassion and patience until the vote on the Human Restoration Act is resolved. They seem to believe normalcy can be reestablished. Editor, you did it again. What does Brown think? Reporters caught up with him at Apex Center, where the Safe Harbor Convention will occur. When Rabia's finished, he said, we won't have to face this problem again. No justice for augmented victims. State police have suspended their investigation into the grisly murder of augmented reporter Angela Gunn, at least until martial law is lifted. When making the statement, police spokesman Alexei, the J is like silent in like Eastern European languages, or at least has a different accent. Volnir denied allegations that homicide detectives see augmented victims as less important, adding, her case is only suspected, not closed.
Over here.
I recognize you.
Milena, you didn't take my advice about giving up on forgery.
I know. But trouble is, I've got a talent for it. And it's a real growth market. As soon as you got me out of that thing with Dragomir, I had like 20 emails from Samizdat. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for art school graduates to find a specialist subject these days?
The permits aren't enough for police anymore, forged or real.
Maybe.
A different
But
degree then.
It turns out I'm multilingual when it comes to falsifying border passes. Lucky, right?
Never works, I'd say lucky.
Thanks for the vote of confidence, Super Commando Man.
Oh, don't mention it, Milena.
If there was an easier option, you think we wouldn't take it? I was less stressed out when I was working at gunpoint.
We may not agree on your methods, but I'll let you get back to your work.
Coming from you, that is like the gold star seal of approval.
Yeah, a bit of advice, hon. Grow the rest of your hair back, ditch the giant ear plug, and get a better degree that's actually more practical.
Welcome to the Underground. I owe you an apology for hacking your info link.
Yeah, it's a sore point after what happened a couple of years ago. Maybe you saw the news. Yeah, I'll forgive.
Don't sweat it. I'm assuming you had a good reason.
Samizdat's usual channels are all bugged. I couldn't risk an audio communication being traced back here.
You're Little K, right? You don't sound local.
I wrote some things that made me have to delocalize a long time ago. Been living story to story on a Schengen visa and a language implant ever since. Never expect a short story from a long-form journalist. You want to know why I brought you here? The police raided Samizdat last night. Cleared us out. We were broadcasting until they pulled the plug. Radios, flyers, mail bursts, the makeshift media van. Getting the message out to our subscribers if they needed a refuge. As you can see, it went a little wider than we anticipated.
Yep.
This isn't what I call laying low. Aren't you afraid the police will find you again, finish what they started?
They already got the K. Bones, the backup servers, even the shitty coffee machine. Enough for them to call it a win and get back to indiscriminate brutality on the streets.
Shitty coffee
Where were you when
machine.
this happened?
Right here. Running our little home away from home. Our sources tipped us off about the martial law. Either we could write about it and throw our hands up. Boy, I sure hope this massive rights violation doesn't end up being too awful this time. Or we could enact a readiness plan and really do something.
Yeah, when we first met, I called you pamphleteers. I guess I should apologize.
Oh no, we were pamphleteers. Now we're pamphleteers, jury rigging an underground railroad.
What happened to K? They said he
What
took
happened
him.
to K?
K is me now, according to the Samizdat Manifesto. It's all very third-wave socialist with a dash of martyr complex.
Oh, come on, socialist.
Good to know. But I mean, what physically happened to him?
Right. His name is Yarek. Yarek Drobny. He's being held by the police along with Bones. No contact, no bail, no rights. Plausible deniability.
You must have known the risks.
Well, he was open to the existence of risks. When you showed up, it should have been a wake-up call, but you were reasonable. The state isn't reasonable.
I knew the red and the fists was a giveaway for their political alignment. Damn it! Why socialism? Don't be socialists.
So are you running a resistance cell here or a campaign room?
Why not both? Now Samizdat has a captive voter base. We could run for the Senate.
It's organized resistance then.
Peaceful resistance. We're working together to get people under the cordon and out of Prague. It's a happy accident of a police state. Well, I say happy when everyone's repressed, they can see past their prejudices.
Or they shift the blame. It's gonna take a long time for those prejudices to heal.
Don't they
always? As long as certain people can profit from keeping the wounds fresh. But you knew that already.
Like the vermin in the media. Oh, slavery was so bad. Reparations. Yeah, and I calling for reparations from the ancient Egyptians. Get on with it already.
I'm pretty sure you didn't call me to put up posters. What's the deal?
We've made a plan. We're getting people out of the city, starting first thing tomorrow. I want Yarek and Bones to go with them, but first, we need to bust them out of jail. Tonight.
And you think I'm the kind of guy who breaks into police stations?
Are you telling me you're not?
Well, I've done it before in Human Revolution. Although, the way I did it was via negotiation.
Fine, I'll get them out. They're being held in the temporary police station downtown?
Yes. By the Monument Metro. Once you're clear, takes them across the plaza to the Uneda Cleaners. We've cached everything they need for a long road trip along the old NATO decommissioning zone.
That's your escape route? Puts getting them past the state police into perspective.
It works on paper. And gives them these new identity documents, a lot of new identities. We found a very good forger. We're keeping her from a bright future in a Pika's newsroom.
I recognize you.
Too many people. They'll have to borrow more trucks. Can we get back into the...
Okay. Travels to visitors. Yeah, seriously, I find the call to reparations to be extremely annoying and historically tone deaf. Like, seriously, I don't care if it was 100 years ago, 500 years ago, or 10,000 years ago. It doesn't matter. The people who did the slaving, dead. The people who were the slaves, also dead. Like, they're no longer in existence. I can understand if for something that's more recent. Like, I can understand, you know, Jews in Europe getting reparations from Europe decades ago, after the Holocaust. I can understand, you know, the Japanese Americans getting reparations for the internments from decades, and that happened. So you can't say that they haven't gotten their Jews back.
It'll be straight to Poland City if they do.
But then you're going to American slavery and all that, and I'm like, you got your reparations. You got welfare on top of said reparations. Like, you don't need no more. Stop placing blame on people that have nothing to do with it. I don't profit off of it. I'm Jewish. So, just because I'm part white, do I have to fork over money? Like, especially, like, imagine if I started demanding reparations from modern-day Egypt. Even though the ancient Egyptians no longer exist. They're long gone. What, am I gonna beg the Coptic Christians for reparations? Of course not. You see how ridiculous I find it? And why is my TV on?
That a repeat of the Og incident may be at hand. Many citizens are now demanding that the United...
I have no idea why my TV was on. Anyway, you get what I mean. Pointless babbling on the road. Hey, it's from Davos. The checkpoints terrify me. My heart leaps into my throat every time we stop. Sometimes the doors open and the guards peer into the truck. I swear they stare straight at me, but they never do anything. The door closes. We speed our way towards Rabia. My driver stops to piss a lot. I've trained my bladder to match this. He opens his back to check on the merchandise, but ignores me for the most part. Doesn't treat me well or treat me poorly. I'm just cargo, I guess. I know I should be thankful and really am. Given all the ways it could have gone wrong by now, I've been lucky. Thank you for helping me, Olivier. Like, seriously, if you're gonna complain about slavery in the modern day, complain about it where it actually happens. Africa and the Middle East and Asia. Still slavery over there, but you don't hear anyone else complaining about it. And in Libya, you got wide open black slavery, since Obama and Hillary Clinton did away with Gaddafi and made things even worse.
If members of the UN Security Council...
Uh-oh. Things have gotten a bit different in here last I was here. Is it me, or has this floor, this room changed several times? And they left their money. I wonder if this is where the neighbors with the cat. And not to mention, America and much of Europe, white Europe, was probably one of, if not the first major power, if not collection of powers, to do away with slavery altogether. It wasn't immediate, but compared to the rest of the world, it certainly took a hell of a short time by comparison. Whereas others, it's still happening right now in the places I mentioned. Say there's a vendor in here. Ah, here he is.
You want Praxis, eh? Biocell, hypostim, painkillers?
I might be interested.
I sell these things.
Yeah, I got that.
Buy something.
How much neuropazine do I have? Plenty. I need more stop worms.
to za choňa?
I'll be on my way.
Poliacky lubky.
I have no idea what he's saying. I don't speak Czech.
My wife is going to the field. Should have done this long ago. Moving from current position.
Back to the other end of town. Ugh, my trench coat. I want it back, damn it. Any security hubs in here? restraint? Short answer to your question is no. If we have been granted these powers, it means we are expected to use them. As far as I'm concerned, Prague is now an extension of Golem City. Act accordingly, yeah, and by act accordingly, more like human rights abuses. Your primary responsibility is to yourself and to the safety of your men. As someone who has spent many months in Golem, I can assure you it's better to be decisive than hesitant. If we have the slightest doubt, treat the individual in front of you as a threat. If cages are missing, we will bring more cages. Franz Lundi. I'm sending you additional men with experience in Golem City. Some of these men were forced to take leave following certain highly publicized incidents. I have made a special request to the Ministry and fast-tracked the reinstatement. In my opinion, these are exactly the kinds of officers you require for the task at hand. They are battle-tested and they know how to handle a crowd. Just make sure to keep any cameras away. These are not the kinds of officers you want on the evening news. Getting rough, I see. Who leaves a smoke grenade with the coffee right there?
So you can play backup work stuff, huh? What do you think this is, the 1980s? Like those old documentaries? The journalists aren't the revolution, man. We're just all
our old military-industrial friend.
And the message, it's still out there. It's on the streets. It's over the airways. It's spreading online.
Relax, I'll free you in a minute. Shotgun piercing ammo, and look at that, a Devastator shotgun. But I don't need it.
The press wants to be free! From state police to police state.
It looks like Kay grew a bit of a beard since we last saw him. Lousy security.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Did they send you to get me out? From state You! I knew it, man! I knew you were one of them all along!
Do I look like I'm one of them?
I can feel my hands right now, but if I could run a search for shadowy extra-government agent on the net, pretty sure it's all you.
Fair point. What happened? You pulled a Freedom of Information speech on the state police?
Ha fucking ha. They didn't wait for a speech, man. Lesson learned. Smash the state before the state smashes your nose.
Little Kay asked me to get you out.
She's the K now, man. I'm a liability to Samstad.
She cares about you, Yarrick. She didn't want to leave you or Bones behind.
Always was a cool cat, man. One of the good ones. She wrote The Wheels Come Off 16 years ago, and the conspiracies just keep checking out. Everything except the gray aliens, but who's to say that's not a metaphor?
If she wrote the book...
I don't believe in authorial intent.
Smash the state, they said. Yes, said by the socialists, who, in the end of the day, end up becoming the heads of the state, and as such, make us all equally miserable. Ugh, I hate these naive Marxist fucks.
I might have known you wouldn't keep your heads down during the riots.
This is what a radical news source lives for, man! Lives and dies for! But the helmets on the streets, the extreme peacekeeping, that's not about the Golem riots. How are the Augs gonna get over here? Carpool? No. Someone, somewhere, wanted the cops to clean house in Prague. And this is just the beginning. What if they could call martial law anywhere, anytime? Cops without borders.
That's your prediction, huh?
You can take it to the bank, man. The Palisade Property Bank.
I already did. I raided it.
You told me you were a liability to Samstad. How do you figure that?
Because the cops burn me, man. Exposure is death. They didn't have to ask a single question. Just took my DNA off their knuckles. My high school dropout date, my sister's parking tickets, my darknet proxies. Oral cemetery.
Oral cemetery?
They didn't get a lot of mainstream airplay. Anyway, a little case shouldn't have sent you. Samizdat has to be bigger than any man or woman.
Samizdat is bigger than you now, Yarrick. The Resistance reached further than you planned for. You want to fall on your sword, there's a better place to do it than in a holding cell.
Whoa, whoa, you know I use the term liability real broadly.
Oh yeah, I remember he did have a beard when I first met him. I just couldn't remember it. I don't know. Because I didn't care much for him that I forgot.
I warned you about picking a fight with Picus. They've got a lot invested in protecting the message.
Yeah, and they sent mercenaries in my
Would I be
house.
talking to you now if Picus had got to us? I mean, does Eliza Kazan have a sense of humor? All those bombs going off lately. What's one more in the sewers? BTW, those are all rhetorical questions.
You don't say.
But they're trying, man. Bones heard the cops talking about extraordinary rendition. What a wonderful connected world we live in, when they can pin an acronym on you, ARC, NSF, who gives a rat's ass, and ship you off to a black site on the UN's credits.
Just how many states are you an enemy of?
All the corporate ones.
Yeah, that's not much. Could you be more specific?
There's a way out of Prague for you both. The Samizdat Resistance has organized everything. We just need to keep our heads down and get to the cleaners nearby.
The cleaners? Irony. Wait, you mean going through the cops?
Guns blazing, play it cool. Yeah, we're definitely not going guns blazing. Think you're one of them.
There's a police locker in the corner that should be stocked with uniforms. Find something that fits and try to look convincing. We need the cops to think you're one of them. Good. It's time to go.
Meet Edward at the rendezvous. Who's Edward? Edward Broad. Wait a minute, that's the guy that I, got sent to Golem.
Are you going to make the deadline? Low profile, low profile.
Edward Broad.
I'll be right behind you.
Oh, he's with, Oh, shit. So they brought Edward Broad back here from Golem. I never thought we'd actually see him again.
I'll be right behind.
I'm curious. Let me reload doing all that, because I couldn't tell if we could talk to him. I didn't know he was in there. Like in the back of my mind, I'm thinking, why does that guy's voice sound familiar? The guy who's also speaking besides Kay. Yep, and it turns out they brought Edward over here, too.
Bad cop, worse cop, huh? What do you think this is, the 1980s? Like those old documentaries?
Our old military industrial.
The revolution, man. We're just documenting the message. And the message
We have to free us or interrogate
on the
us.
street. It's over the airways. It's spreading online. Maybe you're thinking you're fighting for the wrong team. Well, that's a good start, man. First, you have to see that your things are being pulled by crooked politicians and big corporates. Then, stop dancing for them. And you know what would be another good start? Letting us all fail. Fascist assholes.
Fascist assholes, yes, says the socialist. Which, by the way, fascism is socialist.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated.
Pot calls the kettle black, I say.
Access granted.
Did they send you to get me out? Our old military industrial friend.
Edward Broad.
We have to free us or interrogate us.
No, okay, we immediately talk to Kay. Okay, so we immediately talk to Kay regardless, so... Reload the other save. I don't know why, I don't know. I'm tired, I guess. I'm always tired. I need to go to the gym again. Okay, so... There's... That's Bones.
I'm very good at taking cover. I'll be right behind you.
Need a stronger lead.
That's suspicious. Come on.
That was exhilarating. Has anyone been hurt? You planning to shoot an old man?
Nope.
My God, martial law, curfews, people being jailed for no reason. It reminds me of Warsaw 1982.
Warsaw didn't have drones.
Now what? Do you think we are safe here?
You are for now, but you can't risk going back outside. There's a group organizing underground. They're doing everything they can to create a refuge to get people out.
These men, they are part of this group?
That's right. I know how much it meant to you to stay in Prague, Edward, but things aren't going to get any better. If there was ever a time to leave, this is it. If you wait here, Kay's people will come for you. They'll do everything they can to help.
I think I have no choice now. I will wait here. I will cooperate. Thank you for everything you've done.
Good luck, Edward.
Yep. I find it puzzling that they would bring him all the way back from Golem City. Like, really? I mean, Golem City is chock filled with other augments. You'd think they'd you know, impound everyone there, but for whatever reason they brought him back. I don't know why that was, but on the other hand, I do appreciate that we do get to help him out.
Time for Samizdat to go international.
Yes, but hold the Marxism.
Yes, exit plans, man, exit plans. Always be making them. We worked this contingency plan out when we started Samizdat. Didn't think it would actually come to this, though.
No one thought it would be like this. You're gonna need these documents where you're going, wherever that is.
I hear Paris is the best place to have a revolutionary agenda these days. If you want to come along, you can be the muscle. Well, whatever your arms are made of, the stuff they use on space shuttles.
No can do. I've got a previous engagement I really can't miss.
Right, with the cardboard box company.
Watch yourself out there, Kay.
Kay? Kay is Kazdi, man. Kay is everyone. You're part of it now.
Yeah. K is for Kazdi. Whoever the hell that is. Okay, so... what? That's 1 out of 2 side missions down. Okay. So we still have the second half of the harvester mission somewhere. Lee Booth's apartments is where Cocktail is, right? So I gotta head over back there. Okay, I'm going to take the subway back. Yeah, I don't really like how they moved the informant. I mean, I get why, but kind of makes for, you know, remembering, you know, hard, especially if I'm not used to it.
Get that away from me.
So the stun gun is just as useful as the EMP stuff.
Možná se nebudou chtít vzdát kontroly tak snadno.
Hey, what do you need?
Everything.
Sophisticated choice.
Is that all the info you need?
Excellent choice.
I'm finished for the day. You've taken everything I had.
Okay, what's point number 1? Tombstone Burger Meal Delivery, Leibuse Apartments. This crazy Picus woman again to make sure no pickles, hot fries, and sugar-free drink. Activate sequential code system, blah blah blah. Give me a thug. I'm a fucking device, so I'd like to see him have the balls to show up and tell me to stop, fucking eat him, shoot him, and do us all a favor. So I'm over here now. Drawer number 95 code is blah blah blah. I think I already did that. Why is sugar-free Picus going back over here? Oh, it's in the same apartment. Well, why doesn't it show that? $94. I don't know why it doesn't point to the actual room. For whatever reason, it's pointing outside the door. Prague under martial law, everyone is guilty. Understand, the police now have the authority to kill anyone found walking the streets after curfew, augmented or not. Samizdat's revelations on the government have always had us in the firing line, but martial law means that any person who steps out of line is a target. You, your family, your neighbors, regardless of the truth. This lockdown shows that our government neither respects nor values the lives of their citizens. Samizdat's warning of Resolution 3507 for the rest of us has materialized. Easy answer, stay home and out of trouble, but what of the weeks to come? Will those same divinely corrupted police be ordered to drag you from your own house as a suspected troublemaker? It's not enough for us to simply report on this, Samizdat. Samizdat is providing shelters around Prague for those who no longer trust the authorities. Seek sanctuary, stay off the streets, and join with others like you offering help and a way out. Ignoring disregard for others' rights is what got us here in the first place. Now more than ever, Samizdat will fight back to remain the loud and clear voice of reason against the pernicious idiots in power. Never forget the truth can change everything. Find it, protect it, share it. And marinate it. List of extinct species: mammoth, dodo, saber-toothed, dinosaur, augs. Well, augs are not a species. Last I checked, it's just people with robot arms attached to their limbs. Confidential review. Yeah, I know. The theme, prejudice and blah, 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 but specifics and technicalities. Longer life, shorter expectations. Confidential review copies of an upcoming UN report warn that Earth's population will hit 10 billion by 2040, 10 years earlier than expected. I'm pretty sure we're already above that number in real life. Without moderation, says the report, this rate of growth will prove unsustainable. Luckily, it's hard to believe that our world leaders might consider culling as the best answer, right? I don't know, just look at Africa. We already have another Ebola outbreak that they only now started reporting on. Too many people. And they say the Western world has a population problem. Well, they should look at the rest of the world that says so needs to look in the mirror, toots. China, India, most of Africa, and other parts of Asia, where there's also more littering. Time for a history lesson. Since the truth of the millennium, 65 million people had elected for biomechanical augmentation. In 2027, the tragic accident known simply as the incident wiped out 89% of these freshly empowered human beings. Faster than you and I could save the population. Still finding it hard to believe?
The bank corporation owners released a statement earlier this evening, claiming that
Yeah, I think I've been in here already. A long time ago, I was in here. Casually exploring everything. Trying to get a handle on everything and blundering. Blundering into pretty much everything. Picus news reporter. And the other one, give me a thug.
Jednoho chávka tady skoro umlátilo k smrti za to, že...
You shouldn't be outside tonight, Adam.
Prague is no longer safe.
Eliza.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm looking at a police barricade right now.
They will not let you pass. But I can help with that. I suggest you take cover.
Eliza, what do you have in mind? So,
Now is your chance to get past them. Be careful, Adam. I do not want to lose you again.
Mr. Jensen,
To what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
You owe me a favor. I'm collecting.
Of course. You have been a very valuable associate, and I will be happy to reciprocate. But not over the influence.
Where? The casino?
The casino's closed tonight because of it.
Ah. Damn it. Prahadova. Prahadova. That's where I'm supposed to trigger the thingamajig. Apartments, Caboose, Chicane. Ah, there. That's where I gotta go. That's cool. Eliza comes and helps me out. She loves me.
You shouldn't be outside tonight, Adam. Prague is no longer safe.
Yeah, I'm aware of that. I'm looking at a police barricade right now.
They will not let you pass. But I can help with that. I suggest you take cover.
Eliza, what do you have in mind? So,
Now is your chance to get past them. Be careful, Adam. I do not want to lose you again.
Aww. It's Adam Jensen.
Mr. Jensen, to what do I owe the pleasure of this call?
You owe me a favor. I'm collecting.
Of course. You have been a very valuable associate, and I will be happy to reciprocate. But not over the infolink.
Where? The casino?
The casino is closed tonight because of this ridiculous curfew. You will find me in the Valley Theater on Zagivatlem Street. My men will be told to expect you.
Really? Inspect me, huh?
Go on in, Clank. No one will hurt you. Unless you do something.
Well, I helped Otar out, so he's giving me free reign. And Eliza gave me a hand. I love her. She doesn't want to lose me again. She likes Adam. She does. And since I have free reign with Otar, I can scope out the joint to my leisure. Mostly leisure. That toilet needs some cleaning, by the way. All of them need cleaning. Seriously, you're the head of a mafia, all proper and whatnot, and you haven't even cleaned your bathrooms. For shame.
Someone is planning to rob us! Yes, and anyone who breaks in here will find us on the alert with extra security.
95.
Carry any more cement bags.
Yeah, we were here before.
Do not take this for granted.
Hey, remember when we snuck around through here? Those were good times.
This is going to be... This night ends in blood.
So, both of these were just enter apartments, nothing else. Well, I already came in here and cleaned them out of everything, so there's really nothing to do, really. Nothing in there. Yeah, there was really no point. Other than, you know... Ed 209 right over there. So this is the theater, huh? Welcome to the theater. Yes, the theater.
I have an itch. I need to scratch. Coming from. Bored.
Hey, are you paying attention to me?
Ton ammo. Okay. So the theater. It's a lot of coats. Don't want to break the wall, because there's a guy right there, and I want to be on good graces. Mostly good graces.
Family is fractured.
Criminals may have achieved the impossible in Prague last week. A break-in at the
Abram
most secure data
Ginin.
archiving facility in the world. According to but what information, if any, was accessed? Palisade Bank Corporation owners released a statement earlier this evening, claiming that any rumors of a break-in at
Gotta go in there. But what else is there? Another weak wall.
Break down this wall. No tunnel wall. I'm telling you again. Go away.
Whoops. Eee. I probably should meet with him first. Before I do something I regret.
here, freak. Now!
I'll go wherever I please.
Plays are for pansies.
Yeah, I don't like plays much either.
This power struggle has been a long time coming.
Power struggle, they say, huh?
Вот как выйдет. Может бояться ее разозлить. Ты ведь знаешь, что она коп. Спокойно. Она у нас на зарплате. Стриптизом занимается, чтобы на юриста выучиться.
The other end of the platform. And money, more money. Looks like they got the whole place stocked up pretty nicely.
These are the greatest concerns of the digital age, and we at Palisade Property Bank have made addressing those concerns.
Martial law declared. Lawmakers in Prague, working under direct instructions from the Army of the Czech Republic, have declared a state of emergency in and around the city, following the unexpected death of Dr. Talos Rucker. We believe that terrorists living inside the Utrecht complex will use their leader's death as an excuse to rain more mayhem down on Prague. President Kiseli said in a statement, riots have been going on all day inside Golem City and a number of deaths have been reported. We cannot and will not let that happen here. Martial law is in effect until the crisis is lifted, with state police given sweeping orders to enforce peace. Curfew has been enacted, and no citizen, augmented or not, is allowed out on the streets. It goes without saying that any who break curfew or resist police orders will be dealt with harshly. Unprecedented enclosure fuels rumors. The Palisade Property Bank remained closed for most of the day, with its owners refusing to comment after rumors of a possible break-in began circulating. Martial law makes it impossible to learn more at this time, although witnesses did spot VersaLife trucks leaving the bank parking garage. A dissatisfied customer, perhaps? Eh. That's not, with all the crap going on in the city lately, plenty of people are looking to be off the streets. Anyone using the backstage door to go for a smoke needs to keep it locked with 9651. The last thing we need is a lost bum, illegal clank, or a confused cop wandering in. More hookers and gangsters.
I cannot believe I lost that pool game.
Nice medieval knight armor.
This is the first time I've wanted a cigarette in 4.5 years.
Mam toho ještě dost, ale v soukromí zlato.
Okay.
If you like these moves, you should see what I do in private.
I should have stayed in bed.
Looks like a lot of people should have stayed in bed today.
Wearing the floor down on this.
Pool table out on the stage.
What's wrong with you?
RoboCop again. Do. Nothing else needs silencers. Not even the revolver.
So melodramatic. Oh, the hell with you. I'm out of here. We're better off without him. Oh, are you kidding me?
Off we go.
The Og incident is still being felt 2 years after the fact.
Nothing.
Done.
Okay. Come on.
Broke into one of the rooms.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Doesn't seem to be much of anything in here, really. Nah, waste of time. The backstage door. So we gotta go in there, huh? Authorized personnel.
Access granted.
I don't really need the sky roll, drop roll, whatever anymore, really.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
What's in the vault door? Whoa. Big drop. Very big drop. Probably a shortcut out of here.
Mr. Jensen, welcome to my theater.
Your theater? Are you the leader of the Diwali in Prague now?
Yes, and I owe much of it to you. Raditz Nikoladze had no honor, and many of the decisions he made were bad for business. I wanted to replace him for a long time, but he had two people spying on me. One died in the bombing, and the other was Galwa. With him out of the way, and with support from certain people in Georgia, all I needed was a powerful ally here in Prague, which you also arranged for me.
Yup.
Masa Kadlak. So what happened to Radic?
Deposed.
He met with an unfortunate accident.
Occupational hazard. Now about that favor you owe me.
With pleasure. Name it.
Viktor Marchenko. Radic was selling weapons to his terrorist group.
Yes. Of all the shameful things in Radic's life, assisting those animals was the worst. The last thing he did for them was smuggle weapons and supplies into London. They're going to attack Santo's Og thing at Apex Center.
Really?
The Safe Harbor Convention. Why would they do that?
I do not waste time wondering about the motives of disgusting lunatics. You are planning to stop them. I wish you success.
Jensen, Chicane tells me you left his place ages ago. Where the hell are you?
Cashing in on a lead. I'll explain when I get there.
Make it quick. And if you happen to be in the Dabney district, Singh just sent us the location of a gin stash. A storage unit near Monument Station. We haven't had a chance to secure it yet because of the curfew. The password is 7326. Miller out.
Really? A gin stash, eh? Radic Nikoladze. Equipment has arrived at Heath Hearthrow and has cleared customs. Our people will begin leading it onto a truck 2 hours and 15 minutes after official sunset, London time. We'll be ready for you at the Apex Center reception bay prior to sunrise in lot TI-99-4A, just in time for the Safe Harbor Convention. Auditions tonight. I'm on a train out of town tonight. I have a Abram Girin take care of it. Constantine, make sure everything goes smoothly tonight. We need at least 5 girls who are qualified enough for our shipment up north. You know what they like. Don't waste time if the potential isn't there. As usual, whoever doesn't make the cut gets sent to Moscow. My film producer friends there are always looking for new talent. Ugh, porn trafficking. Ugh, it's Kohler. You're the boss, but the product isn't up to me, it's up to Galoy. I told them your shop is to be left alone, but remember Vaklov. Don't mistake my kindness for friendship. You just keep me supplied with the products, and I'll make sure you stay alive. Not Gavelli. Okay, Masa. Let me be very clear. Dominic's future is not his to decide, and it's most certainly not yours. I also would prefer to return to our former state of full cooperation, but until you do as I ask, I'm afraid that the distance between you and I will only grow. Masa, I don't get involved in other people's family matters. What Dominic does is his business. That said, this deep freeze between us isn't doing either of our interests any good. So out of respect for you, I'll pass on your message to him, but the decision will still be his. Masa, you're selling Dominic short. Your son has earned a place at my table, and I have big plans for his future. You should be proud. So siding with Otar was definitely the right move. Oh, look at that. Great. He's got shark teeth. Me, I'll take that in Tyrannosaurs. The Diwali family. The list of crimes involving the Diwali is jaw-dropping. Drugs, guns, high-tech military hardware, unlicensed AUG distribution. It's a roll call of wrongdoing. From extortion to murder, smuggling to forced prostitution. The Diwali have their hands in it, and with rumors of numerous high-profile officers blackmailed or on the Diwali payroll, many believe authorities in Prague are powerless to do anything to stop them. Today, their involvement in trafficking human lives has top spot. The profit gained from smuggling desperate AUGs and their families through today's strict border controls is monumental. Prague's position on the map means that AUG traffic is higher here than anywhere else in the world. As the West cracks down on their rights, more and more AUGs are flushed eastwards into the arms of countries with looser laws and the opportunistic hands of the Diwali. Many never make it, but for the Diwali people, their prosthetics are much like guns or Class A drugs, a money-making commodity. Yup. I'll use a multi-tool on the computer. That way no one suspects anything. I don't have to remind you of the importance of the work Constantine is doing for me, but I need to replace him immediately before the Brontosaurus starts getting any ideas. Tell me if you have somebody you feel could be trusted with this responsibility. Radich. Zero fucking tolerance for any assholes get punchy with the girls. I find out you hit a woman and I hit you. Clear? How chivalrous. Plus, our clients expect fresh merchandise, just like your granny's picking out bananas. They don't want no fucking bruises. What did he say? He says there was a gin thing? A gin locker. I can't remember where it is. Gin locker, gin locker. Gin locker. It's behind the police station, according to this. Otar have anything else to say, or is he done? Leave Keller alone. You don't like me, that's fine. I'm not concerned with your liking or disliking me, but there needs to be respect, Otar. Respect for our family and respect for our business. Baklav Kohler's business. So when I say to you that he's not to be touched, I fucking mean he is not to be touched. That's an order. If I find out Vano or any of your casino boys are hanging around giving him trouble, I'll put them in a fucking box. Clear? I've sent some of the boys. Radish has a hard-on for this guy. I want to know why. Something's not right between them. Put the boost to him. Rattle him a bit. Maybe he'll spill something. If not, fuck up his place. Let him know that favor with Radish doesn't mean he gets a free ride from me. We collected from Kohler last week, so what's the plan again? Just to fuck with him? Hello, Mr. Botkavelli. Your man is here. He wants me to tell you that he's a gun to my head, and as I write this, he wants me to tell you that he has Denu as you asked me to take in my leg now. He wants me to tell you that he did slow. I could feel every moment of pain. And he wants me to tell you, know where it'll be next time. Blah, blah, blah. Is offline. Don't know what that was about. Sounded like a confession or something. Someone's cooking rats down here. And among other things. Huh. No way in, no way out. That graffiti is glitching out. Must have cemented it shut or something.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access denied.
Yeah.
Anomaly detected. Trace program initiated. Access granted.
Mine. Oop, piercing full ammo full there. EMP. EMP. Little armory and workshop he's got right here. Oh, leads back to the station. So it's a nice shortcut out of here. That's nice. we're back out here. Where am I in relation to... I gotta head there. And apparently, by going near there, I trigger the final side quest with the Lara. Am I still going, by the way? I muted the phone for like 1 second. Am I good? Am I good? Am I good? Yep, I'm good. Alrighty then. Yeah, I'm filled. Filled to the brim. There's the shielding. Bigger stash. There's that giant data area. Huh? I know. I'm trying to be quiet. Oh, great. Now look what you did. Love you, Dad. Hey. Gentle with the door. You like did something with the door and it sounded rough. Oh. I wasn't sure if I said something or whatever. Ugh, you're fine, you're fine. Okay, try this again. Honestly, I think it'll be quicker if I just took the subway over there. Wait, I think I chose the wrong one. Yeah, I chose the wrong one. least the loading's going fast this time. I guess because I'm still within the territory. Wait a minute, didn't he say there was a thing near the police station? I don't even need to go to the AUG section anymore. I can just go through whichever one I want. Behind police station, he said. Oh, that's what it's talking about. Well, this was empty before, but they filled it. Yeah, this was completely empty before, but I guess they decided to fill it up. Why are these boxes so sensitive? And we got ourselves our own Ed 209 right over here.
Access granted.
Not that we need it, and a Lancer rifle, which is just a specialized version of the sniper rifle, or battle rifle, whichever one. Typhoon, I don't need. So yeah, really not much of anything right here.
Hey, you! We got multi-tools for sale inside.
In the market for something, aren't you? You've come...
Welcome, welcome.
Nice gear you've got here.
All high-end.
You try this on all your customers?
Just the...
Good.
Same dialogue.
Come on.
Sure.
Great. Go ahead.
Give him the breeches.
This is fantastic. The cause is...
Stun gun, already have. Get all those.
Seen it all before, haven't you?
Nothing for me.
I'm not going to pull a... Yalwa guy gave me the creeps.
Okay, so we're actually not far away from it, so I can probably walk straight ahead. Breach content unlocked. I think I want to wait for him to come back. Wait for him. Or not.
Who's here?
Uh-oh.
Who is this?
It's Darius from the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Button to cross from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria.
Uh-oh. Gotta go rescue the damsel. Shit. I judged that one too early. I want to go save Daria, stop the harvester, and then that'll be everything. I'll have done everything, almost everything, for the third visit to Prague. Oh, I'm all the way back here, am I?
Pane, uklidněte se. Vraťte se dovnitř. Pane, já vás varuju. Nevycházejte na ulici. Tohle je stav nouze. Pane, uklidněte se. Vraťte se dovnitř. Pane, já vás varuju. Nevycházejte na ulici. Tohle je stav nouze. Ledu, ruce. Nazvět už je pozdě, kamaráde. Šanci si měl. Teď koukej skopnout.
Well, that's a new one. Did it activate? It didn't activate. Oh, now it did.
You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Button across from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria.
Okay, let's try that again.
What was that?
Ugh. I did it again. I suck. I suck. I should have saved. But I didn't, because I'm a fool. A foolish fool.
Kapitánka je ale kráva, co? Pane, jen pokračuj.
Ugh. Rushed it again.
Nevycházejte na ulici, tohle je stav nouze. Pane, uklidněte se, vraťte se dovnitř. Pane, já vás varuju, nevycházejte na ulici, tohle je stav nouze. Pardon, zdi, dělej! Sleduj, ruce. Naklid už je pozdě, kamaráde, šanci si měl, teď koukej s kopnou.
Okay, Gloria, come on.
Can you hear me? You have to come quick. He's here.
Who's here? Who is this?
It's Daria. From the crime scene. Do you remember? I'm at home. Button to cross from yours. Please, hurry. I need you one thing.
Are you still there? Daria.
Okay. I will save again. Well, save finally. Because I keep forgetting to do that. Okay, how do I want to get to her? Do I go all the way over there? Or do I go there? I'll try either one.
Rather be in Golem City.
Surprise. No, I think there's a lot better places to be than Golem City, honestly. I don't see a security hub. It's probably outside. Nope, it's right there.
Access granted.
Ah, that was an extra bit. Oh well. Okay. Head back to the neighborhood. Okay. I think I'm gonna stop once I reach my apartment and then do a separate part for it tomorrow. So I have a feeling there's gonna be quite the can of worms. Mystery Hogs. When is Mystery Hogs hasn't happened in a while, come to think of it. Huh. The Mystery Hogs, Mystery Hogs. I'm wondering why it hasn't shown up again. I want to check. Okay, and it does come up eventually. He calls me.
Impossible. There's no way they're reaching the city. Quiet patrol's a good patrol.
Okay. At least this is a good amount of place to stop. Okay, so we went through. We are back in Prague, martial law, and we did a couple of things. We did like a prisoner break with K, or what used to be K. Had to deal with his socialist diatribe. And went and met the Diwalis, even though I meant to go do points of interests. I still ended up having to go see him, but we did meet with Eliza again, which was nice. Hopefully, in the next game, and there better be a next game, we'll get more out of him. But it was nice to see and hear from her again. So yeah, I'm running the hell around all over the place. And when I come back, we will put the Harvester mystery to bed and continue on with the rest of the game from here on in, because I think we're almost done, really. So, be back tomorrow. Have a good night, y'all. Peace.